Hello, my name is Jeremy Sisemore, and I'm the president and founder of ASAP Talent Services, one of the nation's leading SAP-focused search firms. Today in my video blog series, I'm going to bring a topic that we haven't approached in the last year, and it's really the interview tips for the job seeker. You know, all of us, even if we're an executive, even if we're usually the hiring manager, there's other times in our career where we're now on the other side of the coin and we're interviewing for our next great opportunity. And I want to talk to you guys about some things that I think over the years I've learned can really help you out in the interview process. And it doesn't matter if it's a phone interview, a video interview, or an in-person final interview. Some of these things are really going to help you differentiate yourself and hopefully get you in a position to land the offer. Number one, do your homework in advance. Okay, any opportunity that you're taking seriously enough to use your time and energy to go and interview with them, you should in advance go and research their website. Know in and out who they are, what they do, what lines of business do they have, what's their annual revenues, are they publicly traded or private, what's going on in their press releases and news release, mergers, acquisitions, new products coming to market. You should know what's going on with that company, and you really need to make that apparent and obvious in the interview process that you've done your homework. Step two, you have to rehearse miniature stories. People that rehearse 3 really well thought out mini stories will almost always find a place in the interview to somehow work them in. Think about the 3 things you're the most proud of in the last 3 to 5 years that you've accomplished from a work perspective, okay? The major pain points, the challenges and the problems that the company and department was facing, and how you and your team came in and saved the day, and how you can quantify the success of that story. I encourage people to use the S.T.A.R model, which stands for situation, task, action, result. So you form your stories in that way. This was the situation, we were tasked with this, our action and proposal was this, and the end result was. And that's how you kind of formulate your stories. The next thing is asking great open-ended questions. How many of us have been in the interview and they say, do you have any questions for me? And as a hiring authority, sometimes someone says, no, not really. Or they ask a question that's extremely basic and obvious that just is answered with a yes or no. And then you got the people that ask really great questions, open-ended questions that encourage dialogue, that really further the conversation. And the quality of the question is so good that by its very nature, they demonstrated that they're a real expert in a certain subject matter. So asking great open-ended questions and thinking about them ahead of time and writing them down in advance of the interview is really important. The next thing is you have to make sure you let the hiring authority know that I'm really interested in this role. I'm very interested in this role. I think it's a great fit. I'm excited about it, and I really feel confident that I can succeed in this role. You know, put them at ease about whether the commute or if there's a relo involved, the company culture and who they are. They have to feel at ease that you're going to fit right in and that you're excited about it, okay? The last thing is how you close the interview. It's super critical for you to be able to say, not only am I excited about the role and feel that I'm really qualified for this role and that I'll be successful, but do you feel the same way? Or do you have any concerns? Is there any concern that you feel like I might not be the best fit for this role of anyone you're looking at? And then you got to be quiet. You got to be quiet and see what they say, and it gives you that final chance to resolve any assumptions or misperceptions and try to hit those areas one more time. Give yourself the best chance to get the job. And lastly, you're closing for action. Again, you're saying, what's the next step in the interview? And you know, again, it's showing them that you're really interested and that you want this role. Again, I hope that some of these tips are really going to help you if you take them to heart the next time you're interviewing. And I encourage you to ask any questions that you have here on our blog, or any thoughts or statements around things that maybe I didn't think about. I encourage you to interact with us here on our blog. Thank you so much.